Welcome back to the only podcast that won't get you roasted and embarrassed. Unless you interrupt me, of course. I'm Gamble the Clown, and this is the Suburban Sideshow Podcast. Soon I'll be releasing podcast episodes where I interview interesting people with an interesting story, but today we are going to talk about something serious. They told me I needed a brand. They told me I needed engagement. So, here I am, sitting in a basement in Mebane, North Carolina, talking into a $40 microphone while some guy in a mask stares at me through the glass. He's holding a box with a red button. Okay, today we're talking about the sky. Not the smog over Gotham City, but the great state of North Carolina. Speaking of which, are there any Batman fans? If any of you have a problem with the Joker, change the channel now. Anyways, people around here in North Carolina see things, bright things, fast things, things that don't belong to the FAA or the Neighborhood Watch. They call them UFOs. I call them uninvited guests. And you know how I feel about people crashing my parties. It's funny at first, but when I haven't delivered the punchline yet, the party crasher would get punched in the face with a pie and a spray of a seltzer bottle. Now, before we look at a few cases, it's important to know as we go through this that the UNC Chapel Hill has a great school called the School of Gravitational Physics, studying anti-gravity propulsion systems. They also study cosmology, string theory, black holes, and a lot of other dark things the government is secretly funding with your tax dollars. So before you are tempted to think that UFO sightings in North Carolina are bogus, they've successfully distracted the public by getting them to watch their sports teams and ignore their academics. Well played, regular college. Well played. Now, let's look at a few cases. Case number 1. The Brown Mountain Lights, the eternal mystery. First up, we got to talk about the OGs of the Blue Ridge, the Brown Mountain Lights. People have been seeing these glowing balls of get the heck out of here since the 1800s. Cherokees saw them, German settlers saw them, and now with every tourist with a Subaru and a TikTok account sees them. Now, if you ask me, people who drive a Subaru and have a TikTok account are the perfect blend of technology and nature. But that's a joke, well, a tale for another day. Now, what do official scientists say? They say it's swamp gas or refraction from train headlights. Sounds like a redacted truth. Listen to me, I've dealt with men in black who were more convincing than these guys. You mean to tell me a steam locomotive from 1913 is still causing glowing orbs to dance across a ridge in 2026? An eternal train specter? I'm not an expert, but coming up with a ghost train to explain the existence and encounters with UFOs is just silly. My uncle used to tell me of a story when I was younger about a ghost train that had a conductor with glowing red eyes. Even though it still haunts me to this day, it's not a real story. He just invented it to frighten me and keep me up at night. It worked. But using that story to explain the truth of UFOs in the mountains is a little silly. I've had guys go missing for less. These lights, they aren't just hovering, they're watching. They appear on clear, warm nights, pulsing red, blue, and white. Some say it's a ghost looking for his lost love. I say it looks like a surveillance op. If I can't see the pilot, I don't trust the flight path. Case number 2, the 1975 Lumberton attack. Now let's go back to April 75. Lumberton, a town so quiet you can hear a bribe drop from 3 blocks away. Suddenly, the sky opens up. We're talking over 8 sightings in a week. State troopers, guys who usually spend their time writing tickets for broken taillights, were actually chasing these things down Highway 95. The big one, April 6th. A family named the Stricklands, 7 witnesses, mind you, saw 5 triangular metallic objects land in a soybean field. A kid said the dust cloud it kicked up was as high as a house. No noise, just a massive chrome-looking hunk of none of your business sitting in the dirt. You know what the official word was? Nothing. They vanished. If 5 of my clown cars disappeared in a soybean field, someone's head would be on a plate. But when it's a UFO, we just call it a phenomenon. It's a joke, and not the funny kind. Case number 3, the Willow Spring Trio, October 2025. Fast forward just a few months ago, October 15, 2025, in Willow Spring. Witnesses out there probably minding their own business when they see what they think is a plane. Then they look closer. It wasn't a plane. It was 3 separate black objects moving in a perfect formation, like they were tied together by an invisible wire. Silent, fast, moving across the sky, like they owned the zip code. They caught it on video, as a matter of fact, and the National UFO Reporting Center is still scratching their heads. Willow Spring is close to Fort Bragg, home to the 82nd Airborne. What are they using there? What are they flying there? Top secret government projects designed at the UNC Chapel Hill School of Gravitational Physics being used in a military application? Aircraft that makes no noise and seems to defy gravity moving through the air from another dimension? Possibly. Those are all my theories. The Pentagon, and we can trust the government, says most of this is Starlink or SpaceX debris. Yeah, and I'm a birthday party entertainer. You see 3 black shapes flying in the sky, moving like top secret military aircraft, or better yet, visitors from another planet or dimension. You don't ask if it's a satellite. You ask who sent them. You ask, what are they? You ask, am I going to die? North Carolina is top 10 in the country for sightings, and Charlotte, number 1 in the state. 253 reports. That's a lot of people seeing things they can't explain. Or maybe they can explain them and they're just too scared of the magic trick the government might play on them if they talk. That's the UFO file for today. Whether it's glowing orbs in the mountains or chrome triangles in the fields, somebody is operating in our airspace without playing the VIG. And that's just bad business. I'm putting the word out. If you see something in the sky that looks like it's got too much tech and not enough tail fins, keep your mouth shut or call me. I could use a new getaway driver. I'm Gamble the Clown. Don't forget to follow me on all of your favorite social media platforms. I have events every week, some public, some private. I'll be coming to a backyard, school, sidewalk, or parking lot near you. Until next time, this is Gamble the Clown. Get out of here. This meeting is over.